Hello everyone, Todd McMitchen here, Director of Lifeway Generosity. Well, congratulations, you've made it this far. If this is the first time you're checking in on a video series, I want you to know we're really in the final installment of a multi-video series I've been doing on 4 different kinds of digital givers. So if this is your first one to see, I want to encourage you to go back and check out the other ones. Unfortunately, we typically lead as church leaders with a generic mindset and more of an announcement growth plan with digital giving. So we might say things like, we want to encourage you to be a digital giver and say it before the offering, or encourage people to make a recurring gift and say it during a message. And so we lead with an announcement because we really do want people to be digital givers. But we're thinking oftentimes of what's important to the church mind, which is we want you to be a digital giver, recurring giver, but we don't always understand what's going on in that giver's mind and heart and where they are. So we are in really kind of the holy grail, right? The power team of generosity when we talk today about the 4th kind of digital giver, which is a recurring digital giver. And people don't wake up and become a recurring digital giver. They start as a first-time digital giver. So I hope you'll go back and view those videos, share them with your team. All right, so look, subscribe to the channel. We're going to give you lots of help. So let's dive into how do we help people become more and better at recurring giving. So first of all, we're going to lead them through all the other steps to help them get here. Second thing, Pastor, I hope you are a recurring digital giver because you know the experience, so you can speak to it from personal experience and from passion. Now, if you're currently, Pastor, a digital giver and recurring giver, it gives you leverage or influence with your staff team and with your best leaders. So for you to be able to address them and your audiences on why you speak so powerfully about the discipline of recurring giving in staff meetings and in team meetings and in high-level ministry leader meetings, I think is really important. And remember not to be transactional in your language, which means only concerned about what's important to the church, but think about what's important to the giver. There's a lot of faith expressed in recurring digital giving. So some people might even resist it because it can feel like they've set up a bill. And I know that that's not what we want, because that's not what giving is about. That's not what generosity and worship is about. But how about if we talk about expressing faith in advance that will never waver of any revenue received coming in? So setting up a recurring gift is really about taking a step of faith forward that says we're going to worship by faith in advance of even receiving that. So speak in terms that are important to the giver. Think in terms of your best leaders, your staff people, because this is their spiritual step of growth, and speak in terms of faith orientation. Now, in other videos, and we've got a lot of training on this at Lifeway about key givers. People who have the spiritual gift of generosity really do enjoy giving. So I want to help you right here. When you speak to your key givers and your above and beyond givers, they're often business leaders. So if they understand the efficiency of recurring giving and digital giving, they will move that dial forward so fast for you. So in speaking in terms of how it is all automated, how it is integrated, how it is secure, how it saves your staff time on all the work, because most people don't understand all the manual work that goes into collecting, counting, getting the money to the bank, posting it in your system. And there can be a day or two worth of manual work depending on the size of your team. And so when you speak to your best givers from a business value standpoint, in which you help them understand that digital giving actually saves the church time and saves the church money and is even more secure at points because the offering is being handled automatically right into your church bank account, your business leaders will go further faster with you. And when you have a key giver set up a recurring gift, it is a major step forward. Now listen, digital givers statistically, look, they give more, and they are more than 8 times more likely to make an above and beyond gift. So this is really important, not just in terms of ongoing giving, But once you get someone to step into the digital space, that spontaneous, above and beyond giving that they can do when God moves them during the week is also going to be unleashed. So it's really important never to articulate a recurring gift as the end step. It's just a step in us becoming really generous people. And so we have many, many churches at Lifeway that have high giving months of February, July, and October. Their giving is so consistent, but they haven't stopped there, and they've unleashed all the giving features that make it available for above and beyond and spontaneous giving. So that's the end of our series. I hope you now know the 4 different kinds of digital givers. I hope you're working on your strategies to articulate to them very specifically in ways that are important to them, in audiences that are important to them, and that you have a strategy all year long. So listen, send us a comment and like the video, share it with your team. Let us help you unleash giving today.